flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of reason to get voted
Defense Rookie of the Year.
when you have 4 in one game.
How about my first season? He in the rebuild mode.
I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys.
Okay, what y'all say, man? I'm in the rebuild mode and getting to it. I'm gonna get my team right. Hey, stay tuned.
The Memphis man, Tony Pollard. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. He'll work his way up for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Second and 6. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans had 1-11 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Dancing to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Let's go.
Pollard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Sliding out of the pocket. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 70 range. 70 range.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bumbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Ready up. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakro from 3 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pollard, they'll take it up the gut. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's quickly to Atwell on a slam. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. In motion right is Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, ETN.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kenneth Murray.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He finds his man, Pollard.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again.
He's got the connection to Moore.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60, Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ready?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 run. 18 run. Hut, hut.
He'll drop to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakro with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Motion man left is Kirk. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakan.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
Good win, Coach. We needed that one. We horrible right now. We needed that one. Good win, team. Good win, fellas. Good win. On to next week. Stay tuned.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Tennessee, they'll take them where they can get them right about now. So victory moves their record to 2-11 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.